Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Corner, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today, we are joined by the reigning NSIC Defensive Player of the Week, Cody Sorenson of the MSU Moorhead football team. Cody, thanks for joining us on the Spotlight.
Thanks.
As we do each week, let's start with you telling us a little bit about yourself.
I am from Bismarck, North Dakota. I graduated from Century High School back in 2020. I am in my fifth year of college, but just third year of football, so junior year, and I'm majoring in computer information systems.
All right, a native of Bismarck, North Dakota. Why did you choose MSU Moorhead to further your academic and athletic career?
I didn't really have too many offers coming out of high school. I had a coach on my high school program, kind of had a connection with Lockway, and took a visit here, liked the people in the program, thought it was a good fit academically, so just thought it was a good opportunity to take the next step forward in life.
The Dragons have been on a roller coaster ride so far this season. You drop your first game, then you go on the road and beat UMD for the first time since 1999. A tough non-conference loss, but then a huge win over number 18 Augustana last week at home. Still a ton to play for as you're 2-1 in NSIC play, but talk about this season overall over these first 4 weeks.
Yeah, like you kind of said, it's been a roller coaster as far as outcomes, but I feel like one thing that we've done a really good job of is keeping our preparation consistent. And I think that's what we got to leverage going forward is just kind of riding the highs and lows, but staying in the middle more so we can be consistent going forward as well.
What has been the vibe on campus the past few days after that big win over Augustana?
I think it's been pretty exciting. It shows that we can do special things, and we know with this group we can. But I think everybody around here is pretty excited.
Back to last week's game, that was a 43-41 win over Augustana. It was a back and forth affair. Talk to us about the atmosphere at the stadium as you two teams traded scores back and forth throughout the second half.
Now I felt like the crowd and the sidelines confidence never wavered. I felt like we had good juice all around. And of course at the end there when it was coming down to the wire, we had Nemzik kind of rocking at the end there, and the crowd kind of went crazy for it. So it was pretty cool to be part of that.
Yeah, so that was after a touchdown to get you within one. The defense has to go back out as you're trailing with about 5 minutes left to go in the game. What was the message to the defense coming out on that field, knowing you needed to get a stop?
Yeah, I feel like the offense is kind of you know, bailed us out a little bit as a defensive unit a couple times already this season. And so it was kind of just our turn to go out there, give them another opportunity because when they get rolling, they're really hard to stop. So kind of the coaches just told us it's no other place we'd rather be. It's on our shoulders here. Let's get the offense the ball back.
So there, you got a huge interception that led to a field goal that put you guys up 2 with about a minute to go. You get called out again as a defense to go get another stop. Just that final drive, you get the game sealing pick. What was going through your mind on that play?
We were kind of just in a defense that was good for keeping it inside and in front, and um, I was playing the middle of the field, and there happened to be a seam ball that was a little overthrown on a guy, and just kind of took advantage of the opportunity. It wasn't. I think a lot of guys on our team are capable of making that play. It wasn't anything special that I did. Just kind of in the right place at the right time.
9 tackles, 2 interceptions in that game got you defensive player of the week. That Dragon offense, as you mentioned, though, is explosive. What makes them so good?
I'd like to say that they get to go against me every day, but no, those guys are awesome. I think it helps when you have a really good quarterback in Jack Strand. Obviously the NSIC Player of the Year last year, and I think our O line has taken a lot of great strides forward in the last couple of years, and then obviously you have Gage Florence, Brady Perryman, and Matt and Thorson, who were big guys for us last year that are returning, and then we have Carson Elbert come against Augustana, kind of have a breakout game as well. So I think just having a well-rounded set of weapons around Jack, and he doesn't really have to force feed anybody; he just gets to spread it around. I think that's what makes our offense really explosive.
It's always fun to see a player with one of those standout games just to add to the arsenal, another weapon that the team has to prepare for. Part of that is a good culture. A good culture can help a team overcome many different types of hurdles. Talk about the culture that Coach Lockaway has built for this Dragon program.
I think what we've really been preaching this last year with our culture is leveraging the love that we have for each other. I think that's what makes us different from a lot of the other programs. Um, Teaching the non-football stuff over football stuff at times, and feeding off each other with our energy and picking each other up in critical moments and stuff. I think that's what our culture has been built off of the past couple of years, and I think it's really paying off.
So you mentioned non-football stuff. This kind of correlates to that, but it's never an easy situation. You were injured last year, season-ending injury after 4 games. How did you stay involved with the team, and what did you learn from having a different role?
I think it kind of let me take a step back and kind of reform my leadership role in the team. I felt like before that I was in kind of lead by example, and obviously when you're not on the field, it's hard to lead by example. So I think being in a different situation allowed me to grow as a person and a leader on the team as well.
You guys are off to Winona for a 1 p.m. kickoff this Saturday. What do you know about the Warriors, and what are keys to victory?
Well, it's always tough going into Winona. I think it's been since before I was born that we went into Winona and had a win. So obviously it's going to be a tough game for us. It's going to be a great challenge, and we know they're a physical football team. So we're going to have to go in there and match that.
All right. Well, I'm guessing 1999, you weren't born the last time the Dragons beat Duluth, so maybe another road win coming up for the Dragons this weekend.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right. Final question for you. What has been the best piece of advice you've received during your athletic career?
I think Lockway said this. It's surround yourself with great people. Um, and it kind of just goes into like you are who you surround yourself with. So I think it goes to roommates, who you're hanging out with on the team and stuff, friends, family. Even I have a summer job at the golf course. They allow me to, be very flexible with my training hours and stuff. So surrounding yourself with great people is always going to pay off.
That's great. You're judged by the people you're surrounded by. That's some great advice right there. And that's going to wrap up this week's show. Thanks again to our sponsor, gpac. All right, Cody, best of luck to you and the Dragons the rest of the season.
Yep, thanks.